From amazing Arunachal to edible Arunachal, come join us Arunachal Tourism in this delicious journey of travel, food and culture as we explore one traditional cuisine at a time. This is Aroma of Arunachal. Today we are here at 7th Kilometer Resort in Chowka, which falls in Namsai district. We've gathered that there is a cooking competition going on here. What's interesting here is that the competition in question is for a traditional dish called Paa Saa. It is one of the most sought after traditional dish of the region. It once used to be a staple item in the dinner table of the Thai county households, but it has since been reduced to only certain occasions. As the time goes by, the art of preparing the dish is slowly eroding, and the present generation has almost lost touch with the art. Today, we will be documenting the intensive process of cooking the dish called Paa Saa. Generally, Paa Saa is prepared by men because of the labor involved in it, but it is not restricted to them only. It is a community activity with the involvement of 3 to 6 persons, where one cleans the fresh fish thoroughly, removing the scales and bones from it, while the other two takes their role of mincing the fish and herbs. There's another one involved in preparing the fish stock and then the Paa Saa chutney. The required ingredients are all natural, healthy and organic, which includes fresh fish, garlic, ginger, chili, coriander, coriander leaves, watercress and white basil. The approximate cooking time is about 1 hour, depending on the quantity and people involved in the process. And it begins with preparing the fish for roasting, which will be used for making the fish stock. And when the roasting is set, we begin with the mincing of raw fish. This part is the most laborious one, where the men are required to mince the fish into a fine paste. And it takes about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on the speed and skills of the hands involved. As and when the fish gets a chopped texture, other ingredients like the coriander, garlic, ginger, watercress, white basil and chili are added onto it. And they continue to mince till they get a paste. Meanwhile, the third person prepares another paste from the leaves of bishop wood, also locally called Pad or Corium leaves. Pad is a key ingredient of Paa Saa. The leaves are pounded and then soaked in water to produce an extract which has a flavor of its own and is useful in eliminating the raw taste of the fish. It also gives the soup its green color. It's important to note here that since raw fish is used instead of cooked one, it becomes imperative that only fresh river fish is used. So while the extract is getting produced and the mincing still goes on, the fourth person prepares the fish for the stock. They pluck the flesh, shred it, and make sure all the bones are removed from the fish. And then they are pounded lightly, just enough for a juicy fish stock. And once the raw fish paste is ready, the Pad leaves extract is added to the paste and mixed well. Simultaneously, the fish stock is also added and stirred well to balance the ingredients. It's interesting to note how the salt is used here. It is steeped in water first and then carefully added to the soup. Paa Saa is an exotic fish soup of fresh green color with a mix of rich flavors and elegant seasoning. It is one of the best dishes from the region, but little does the outside world know about it. Being an important part of the Thai county culture, Paa Saa is gradually fading away from the kitchen practices. with the younger generation slowly losing touch with this culinary art, this Paa Saa making competition organized by 7th Kilometer Resort was a welcome change to involve the community and create awareness about the dish and the skills. Because food isn't just what you see on your plate, it is an important part of the culture. Consciously or unconsciously, food becomes an expression of our cultural identity. Each dish has a special place in the culture to which it belongs and is special to those who prepare it. And these traditional cuisine gets passed down from one generation to the next to preserve the culture. In light of this, loss of such a culinary delight would be very unfortunate for the community. Until then, it's all about preservation. Signing off, this is Aina with Arunachal Tourism. Another episode, another delicacy. Till we eat again, goodbye.